Alright, we're going to start our color studies, and on your paper you'll want to have a band with 5 rectangles the same size, and you're going to have 7 of these, and on the side, left side, you'll have one pure color, and then for each band a different color so that you can mix across. And once you've got these 2 colors, then you're going to mix them together, put one in the middle that's exactly the same distance color-wise, and then you'll mix in between on the left and the right. So you'll have these 3 colors in the middle that are wonderful mixes. So let me show you how to do this. I'm going to start with alizarin crimson, and I'm going to load it up, really load the brush up so that I have a pure, intense version of that color on my paper. I'm trying to paint it within the lines, but just be careful. It's not super important that you fill in the whole rectangle exactly, but it's nice not to have any white spaces in between the colors, which means that each color will have to be dry before you paint one next to it. So I'm just going down painting all of my alizarins, and then I'm going to take a little break and have some tea. This is Tazo Wild Sweet Orange, perfect for a fall day. And now I'm going to mix, I'm going to paint pure colors on each side. Every other color in your palette, other than alizarin of course, goes on the right side, and you want to load it up just the same way you did with the original color. You'll be surprised when you see the color mixture that you get with these 2 colors. I'm deliberately starting with this because it's a really surprising result when you mix these carefully. So I'm going to want to have a pure mix, which means that I don't want to have any I'm going to go down and do all of the colors on the side. So each other color in your palette. And now I can begin mixing. And as I started to say earlier, I want to have a pure mix, so I'm going to get rid of all of the extra paint on the palette there, wipe it off with a paper towel, and then I'll be ready to mix. I'm going to have a sample paper so I can test what color I've got. So I'll start with the Viridian and get what I think will be enough color on the palette there, and then get some alizarin and mix them together. You see it's too green still. I don't want it. I want something that's not green and not red. Just exactly in the middle. It's getting there, and I'll test it on my paper to see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is going right in the middle. So this is a perfect mix. Now you have strong and weak colors, so it's not amount of color, it's all visual. This is going to tax your visual ability to judge color mixes, and ideally this is no closer to red than it is to green. And actually when you mix alizarin and Viridian together, you get what is very close to black, or a very dark gray. And so you really don't need to have a black in your palette if you have these two colors. And it's actually a rich chromatic black instead of kind of a dull pigment black. So you can see how neutral and how black that is. It's really wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one. And the middle has to be dry before you proceed. There are the mixes. Let them dry. And you can work on these, obviously all at the same time. So when some are wet, others are dry, and you can go back and go for it. So there it is. I'm only showing two, but I'm going to, of course, want you to go all the way down mixing these.